In this video, I'm sharing with you the top 3 soft skills that you need to know about as an emerging leader for 2021. And these soft skills will help you stay on top of leadership trends, and it will help you advance your career and prepare you for the future of work. But before we get into the content, I am Cara Ronan. I'm a leadership coach and I help emerging leaders just like you build your visibility and influence and unlock your leadership potential. If you want advice like this every week, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. And don't forget to download your leadership evaluation toolkit before you leave. The link is in the description below. So soft skills are incredibly important for the future of work, and they're incredibly important for you as an emerging leader to equip yourself with to prepare yourself for the future of work. When you are equipped with the relevant soft skills that you need, they will help you build relationships with other people in your company or in your industry. They will help you develop the know, like, and trust factor with people, which is incredibly important in business. And they will help you communicate your value and your expertise to other people inside your company and even outside your company as well. And all of this in turn will help you get promoted and help you increase your value and have more influence and have more visibility as a leader. But the thing is, soft skills are not taught in formal education. I mean, when you completed your degree, when you completed your qualifications, did you complete any subjects on soft skills? Did you learn anything about how to improve your soft skills, your communication skills, your creativity, your critical thinking, your problem solving? All of those are soft skills that you need to know about for the future of work. And because we don't learn them in formal education, a lot of people think they are not important. And then they arrive in the corporate world, they start their first job, and they realize that they're being evaluated on things that they were never taught in formal education. So I hope in this video, you will equip yourself with important soft skills that you need to know about for the future of work. Now let's get started with soft skill number 1. Number 1 is decision making. Decision making is a really important soft skill that all emerging leaders need to equip themselves with for the future of work. With all of the business changes that have been going on throughout 2020 and even this year, 2021, there have been a lot of decisions that leaders have had to make and make very quickly as well. The thing is, making slow decisions or no decision at all slows your business down, and it allows your competition to swoop in and take over. Now, you wouldn't think in an era of virtual work and remote work that companies would make fast decisions. But in an article from McKinsey that I came across recently, they said that in 2020, more companies made faster decisions than ever before. The companies who did that were agile, and more importantly, they empowered their employees to make decisions, to make more decisions. Empowering employees to make decisions and to make fast decisions means that you have to delegate to them. You have to allow them to make decisions. And not all teams or all companies are prepared to do this. Quite often it comes down to issues of trust. They don't trust that their employees can do a good job. They don't trust that their employees can make the right decision. But when you want to make fast decisions in the business world, you have to delegate those decisions to other people, and you have to trust that they will make the right decision for the company and for the team. Quite often, your team members are a lot more capable than you think. Those companies who did make fast decisions throughout 2020 and 2021, they were pleasantly surprised at their employees, at how they could make fast decisions for their team and for their company. So for you as a leader, you need to start making fast decisions. If you don't make decisions fast currently, you need to think about what's stopping you. You need to think about how you can make faster decisions in the future. So think about what is stopping you from making a fast decision. Is it because you want to do all of the work yourself and you don't want to delegate to other team members who could perform that decision? Maybe you need to coach some employees, train them up, give them the skills and the thinking process necessary to make the decisions that you need. Number 2 is productivity. I bring up productivity because really there are 2 sides to productivity. On the one side, there's the fact that we are working virtually and remotely. We've been using a lot more technology in our workday while working remotely and working from home. Some people argue that because we have been working from home and with our rapid adoption of of technology while working from home, our levels of productivity have increased significantly. We perform tasks much quicker than we did before, and we have become more productive. But on the other side, other people might argue that because we have been working from home and we have a lot of distractions around us with kids, with pets, with our spouse around, we have lost a lot of productivity. We have a lot more distraction around, so we work less, and when we work, we are much less productive. You may also procrastinate more while you've been working from home. Netflix is such a temptation. The internet is such a temptation. So you might actually procrastinate a lot more than what you usually do in the office. I recently published a YouTube video on how to beat procrastination, how to stop procrastinating when you are working from home, which I will link to in the description below if you want to check it out. Productivity and learning how to work productively is definitely a soft skill that you need to learn and you need to master for the future of work, because to some extent we will be working virtually. Even if you head back to the office, you may still work some of your time virtually or remotely. So productivity is something that you definitely need to master, whether you are at the office or at home. For you, try to identify time suckers. So these are things that draw your attention away from your work, draw your energy away from your work, and distract you. And they prevent you from being productive. So identify those things that prevent you from being productive and try to eliminate them from your life. And as a leader, I also want you to look at the productivity of your team as well. So you are in charge of a number of people. I want you to look at the productivity of every individual. How does everyone work together? Is there a better way that you could communicate, you could interact, you could do work? If you can improve on any of those areas, try to improve that, and that might also increase your level of productivity in the office. Number 3 is change agility. Change agility is more in relation to making a career pivot. So throughout 2020 and 2021, a lot of people have had to change their careers. They've had to make a pivot in some kind of way. Unfortunately, many people have become unemployed. Many people have lost their jobs, so they've had to find another job in another company, or maybe they've had to change industries completely. So change agility for the future of work is definitely something that you need to equip yourself with, because you never know when things are going to change around you. McKinsey, in their Future of Work report, found as many as 25% more employees may need to switch occupations than before the pandemic. And across the 8 focus countries that they used for their study, they found that as many as 100 million people may need to switch occupations by 2030. There are many factors that are going to cause this and force people to make a career pivot. One of them is the rapid acceleration of artificial intelligence, increase of remote work, accelerated e-commerce, reduced business travel that people are doing, aging population, rising income, and a number of other factors. These are really important and drastic changes in the business environment, and they aren't going away. So as a professional, we have to recognize that these changes are coming. Some of them are already here, and we need to make plans to adapt and to change our situation if necessary. My best recommendation for you is to upskill. To always, as a professional, upskilling is really important to make sure you stay ahead of everyone else, you stay ahead of industry trends, and you make yourself as relevant as possible for the future of work. It's also really important that you are aware of changes that are going on in your industry and also your company. So look at industry trends, study industry news that is available to you, and try to predict things that could be happening in 1 year's time or in 2 years' time. This will help you stay ahead of the curve, stay ahead of all those trends, and stay competitive as a professional. This will also help you pivot your career if you need to. And when it comes to upskilling yourself for the future of work, many students have taken my Business Etiquette 101 Social Skills for Success video course and the Assertive Communication Skills Masterclass, which focuses on assertive communication. So these courses have really helped a lot of students, thousands of students all around the world, continue to upskill themselves so they stay relevant for the future of work, so they stand out to their employer, to their company, and also in their industry. If you want to check those courses out to find out what they're about, I will put the link in the description below. And I want to let you know that next week, on this channel, I'm starting a 3-video series on becoming a go-to expert in your industry. So if you want to learn how to stand out in your industry, if you want to become more visible and have more impact and influence in your career, then definitely check out those 3 videos that I'll be releasing from next week. Don't forget to check out the other videos on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week.